Everybody, welcome
Yep.
back. You good?
It's only my breath that entire time.
Nice. Everybody, welcome back to episode 5 of Dungeons and Snoots. Uh, as always, I'm joined by Noah and Caleb.
That's
Noah,
us, Caleb. Caleb, that's us. Caleb, he said our names.
That's me.
That's me. I'm Noah.
That's-
That's
Is-
me.
oh,
oh, and that's Caleb. Noah,
nice to meet
Caleb.
you.
Tips Fedora, very nice.
Caleb, I respect you so much, but if you do that one more time,
you
I'm going to bed.
don't like my hat?
No, I love it. It's beautiful.
Hell yeah.
My name's John.
I'm gonna
Hi,
quickly
John.
bump Noah's volume up a smidgen. There we go. This is episode 5, like I said. Previously in episode 4 and beyond, George and Aaron set out under the veil of night, leaving Lanthra Hollow behind. Their path was marked by strange signs. Crow feathers scattered on the trail, hidden thieves' cant carved into trees, and footprints that spoke of unseen pursuers.
I'm a pursuer.
Oh. At a fork in the southern road, they uncovered the toppled statue of Coral, one of the moon touched. Its broken form, a silent warning of forgotten faith. But the night's unease deepened when Aaron, haunted by the voice of a witch, lashed out at George under the sway of his blade. Moments later, shadows struck. The black ledger revealed themselves, demanding blood for debts long owed. Steel clashed in the moonlight as George and Aaron fought for their lives. Merrick and Corvin fell, their secrets buried with them, but Silas escaped into the night. Among the bodies, George uncovered a black coin marked with syndicate ties, while Aaron claimed a dagger etched with the initials. Bloodied, wary, and carrying heavier burdens than before, the two pressed onward. By the early afternoon, the marshes opened before them. A crow perched upon a rocky arch, fog curling over still waters, and the distant mountains looming on the horizon. Their road has led them here, the Mirror Fen Marshes. So that's where episode 4 ended, was with you two coming to the marsh. You have traveled pretty much a day and a half, mile wise.
That's a long walk.
Was is it?
Mhm.
So this is officially day 5, if I remember correctly.
Oh God, that's not enough time.
If I remember correctly, because I think, let's see, night 1 was the church. Night 2, uh,
Yeah, it's either 4 or 5.
No, it should be 5.
okay. So
I believe it's 5. Don't quote me on that.
I
I'm writing that
want.
down.
God damn it. He's
I
gonna
believe it's 5. Aaron.
son of a gun. Son of a biscuit.
So, as you guys came up to the marsh,
Mhm.
the mountain ridge far on the horizon, finally you guys are able to see the mountains that have briefly been spoken about. Their size, massive in comparison, since the tree break has happened that withheld the Lanther Hollow. The trees in the marsh here, they stand tall, but they show age and decay. As the afternoon sun struggles through a haze of pale clouds, here in the marsh, its warmth is stolen. Mist rises in curling sheets, casting a strange glow across the waterlogged ground. Each step pulls at your boots with a wet, sucking sound. The air smells of rot, but faintly sweet with the scent of lilies that bloom in places no flower should. As you guys are going through and approaching the marsh, George, you're not really too restricted because growing in a swamp, you're kind of used to dealing with this. But Aaron, you're having to kind of tread and like trudge your way through all this mud that's like getting into your boots and kind of waterlogging you a little bit.
Bud.
You guys have never really
Meh.
had to deal with crazy terrain like this, but it will be classified as difficult terrain, so you guys are aware.
Okay.
No.
But as you guys look out for where the marsh is itself, you notice a stone arch, jagged and draped with moss, like a gate that is half swallowed by the swamp. Atop it, a single crow perches, the feathers slick as oil.
That's pretty slick.
Um,
That's pretty slick, if I don't say so myself. Hold on. My boy George, come feel how slick this is.
the
That
crow
looks pretty slick from here.
Now, from a slickness scale, from 1 not being so slick to a 10 being, oh boy, that's pretty slick. What would you say that as, being, a frog?
Looks like a 7 out of 10 slickness.
Hmm,
Pretty down with the slickness.
okay. Okay, I'll try. You grew up in swamps. I'm gonna take your word for this. It's pretty slick
Okay.
though.
Yeah.
Let's keep going. I got distracted.
Okay. Sounds good.
So the path that leads you here to the marsh kind of leads you directly to the water that is here. You could probably cut around and go around through some of the trees, but there's no clear sign for where that path might be. You guys would have to trudge around a little bit. Do you guys start heading towards the archway out of curiosity, or do you kind of want to go around the marsh itself?
Where's that crow at?
The crow is sitting atop of the arch.
What do you say, George?
It gives an occasional caw, but nothing too crazy. It's kind of just sitting there watching.
George, what would you want to do? Try to go to the arch now, or maybe look around. Maybe there's something in these marshes that could be a useful tool, or maybe uncover some secret.
We could look around for a little bit.
All right. We'll go to the marsh. We'll go do the marsh. That second option.
Sure. So the archway is at the marsh, if that's what you are doing, or do you want to like investigate around the marsh?
Yeah, let's investigate around the marsh.
Okay. Are you guys going together or separate?
I would I'll go separate. Just
Yeah. Split up a little bit.
Okay.
yeah, give myself a little
Look
distance
around.
from last night's events.
Sure. You guys do note that there is the tree line that surrounds the marsh, and so who's going left and who's going right?
I'll go right.
I guess I'll go left.
Alrighty. So as you guys go through, George going left, you're able to traverse through it pretty smoothly. I mean, occasionally you do kind of sink in, but due to your amphibious lifestyle and having webbed feet and such, you're able to kind of pull yourself through, not really dealing with too much. You look over though, and you can see Aaron, who's like every once in a while he gets stuck in the mud and kind of has to like lift his leg up and try not to fall over in the mud.
Oh, Lord!
Freaking foot is stuck.
Every once in a while you hear like an occasional like yell. You're not sure if he's swearing, but you can tell that he's, slightly pissed and annoyed.
I hate mud.
You can tell that Aaron is not used to being in this kind of environment whatsoever.
Something tells me he likes mud.
Can I get you both to give me an investigation check by chance?
Yeah.
That's a solid. Uh, that's a solid 21.
Nice.
I got a 9.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. We'll start with George. You kind of notice as you go through that there seems to be like bones that are just like sticking around.
Bones?
Bones, but you're not sure if
That's
they're
him.
you're not sure if they're human or animal bones. But you
Yeah.
notice when you do see them, they're like it seems like they've been here for a long time. They're buried in the muck of this mud that is the marsh itself. Aaron, you yourself, you do notice a skeletal hand that is sticking up out of the mud.
Oh.
Its bones are slick and pale with algae.
Ew.
You think it's driftwood at first, but when you further look at it, it looks like the hand itself is reaching up towards the sunlight, and then
Okay.
it just goes limp and collapses back over into the mud itself.
Yeah.
When you guys look across, you are able to still keep an eye on one another, but you're not specs. You can kind of make out the shape of one another, of how things are.
Okay.
And you notice that the water here in the marsh is oddly still.
Okay.
It is a pale, cloudy day. You've been used to sunny days and such, but the clouds are passing over the sun, so it kind of makes everything more gray and gloomy, with an occasional orange tint as the clouds pass over the sun.
Okay.
Do you guys continue to go around the marsh until you meet up another? Or do you have
Yeah.
anything in particular that you'd like to do while you're looking around the marsh?
Really?
Pretty much to scope it out and then meet up.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're keeping an eye on the crow, I'll have you do a perception check.
I want to keep my eye on that stupid
Bofa?
crow.
Sure. Both of these nuts.
That's a 17.
Nice.
11.
11. For you, George, you don't really notice too much with the crow.
Yeah.
You kind of just see it just chilling up on there. Aaron, you yourself, you notice that the crow is its head kind of beats back and forth between the two of you. But it's still stationing. It's still staying stationary. With the skeletal hand that you saw as well, Aaron, before I forget, do you want to? It's not super close to you. It's it's probably like 5-10 feet in front of you in the mud. Do you want to investigate it, or can I just leave it as is?
Nah, I'm gonna investigate that hand.
Okay.
Give it a little high five.
So when you get closer to it, you notice that there's actually like some rib cages and skulls that are buried here in the mud, spines and bones that seem to be twisted and snapped. But surprisingly enough, a lot of the skulls themselves are actually like facing upward, with the arms and stuff too that are like protruding from the ground. And but it looks like they were clawing towards the surface of the mud itself. But it seems like they might have drowned.
In the mud? Okay.
So
Okay. I think it's time to get out of this mud. I'm going to take that to note and step away from. Wait, can I see if there's anything on them or like anything of value?
sure. Give me either an investigation or a religion check.
Religion. No, I'll do investigation. That's a 14.
14, and you said investigation.
Yeah. Uh,
Okay. You notice that some of these skeletal bodies are wearing scraps of what seems to be rusted chains and tattered
oof,
robes.
oof.
They've been here for what seems to be ages. You're not sure if they're people that have migrated here in the past or guardians of the swamp slash marsh itself.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Nice
Um,
used.
thank you, thank you. So, as you continue, though, the water here still very still in the marsh. The crow atop the archway, and it's normally it is a normal volume of nature going on. You've got birds that are chirping, frogs and cicadas that are doing their thing. Nothing
Okay.
really seems or feels too off. Although you guys do recall having had Mayrick or Mr. Vol, I should say, tell you guys that this place is somewhere to be cautious. So, but
Mm.
you don't see anything really yet that would stand out and be out of the ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
I'll let you guys kind of
We're safe.
go from there and see what you want to do.
Okay. Um, I'll probably go up to. I'll probably try to find George now.
Sure. You guys are
You know,
still in
go
eyesight of one
Yeah.
another. Um,
get up to George.
okay.
George, my friend. Uh, what'd you find? Find anything of interest? Anything of note?
Nothing too interesting, I'd say. How
Mm-hmm.
about you?
Found some bones, but
Some bones.
yeah, seems that there was. I don't know. They seemed like they drowned in this mud, trying to
Hmm.
crawl their way out.
Got stuck, yeah.
I think we might have. You probably no trouble. Me, not looking good.
It's not too bad, but still it definitely can be a little squishy at
Yeah.
points.
Let's probably make our way to the archway like this that stupid bird is telling us to do.
Yeah, we can make our way over there. Try to get
Um,
out of this area.
Yeah.
alrighty. So, as you guys head towards the archway, um, where is it? You notice that the crow itself doesn't really fly away. It's you guys have kind of come back towards the entrance that you first got to the marsh at, where this path had led you guys to. Um, the archway itself, it kind of protrudes from the ground like a rib cage of some long dead beast with jagged stones, slick with moss and water. So it seems like it seems like it has an ever living sense, even though it's just a stone archway. But it seems like the water here, you'd think like with an ocean having high tide or something like that, constantly affects this,
Mm.
but you're not sure why the archway might have this water coating it. But if I could have both of you guys either give me a perception, arcana, or religion check.
Do an arcana.
Okay.
I'll just do perception.
Okay.
Uh, That's a +1, so 17.
Very nice.
12.
12. All right. So
Very average.
as you guys near this archway, like I said, the crow doesn't fly, but instead it unravels and kind of
Rebels
dissipates.
what?
dissipates into ribbons of shadow, which is a little odd because it's still daytime, and although there is some mist and fog that covers the marsh itself, um, you see just this blackness just kind of fading out into the fog.
Into the fog.
It gives a caw that is drawn out but unnaturally, and it seems to echo off the trees longer than it should naturally, as if everywhere around the marsh is mimicking this one sound. George, for your perception check, you notice that the crow's reflection uh, actually dissipates and moves into the middle of the marsh, where the water is still entirely still, and where you would think there are ripples, it's just floating above the water, kind of pecking at itself, cleaning itself. You yourself, Aaron, with your Arcana check, you come to realize that this isn't any particular crow, but it seems to be more of a vessel for someone to watch.
That seems like a that crow. That crow is not what it seems. I mean, I could have figured that out because I don't think any crow would lead us to this marsh, but it's definitely some kind of vessel. Something is using this crow as a vessel to try to watch us, keep eyes on
I
us.
did feel like that, yeah.
Any idea who it might be, George?
Not really. It could be what the moon watches. Someone of some sort of.
I don't trust them.
I don't know. I don't know who would be controlling it, I guess. Good or bad.
Either. I don't know either. I guess we should keep moving. I don't know. Everything about this marsh is just so fishy.
But
I'd say it's pretty froggy, but
surprisingly, no fish in the water either.
Someone told me to get in the water one time. I didn't. But, anyways, shall we?
We shall.
So as you guys cross, I'm guessing you guys are going under the archway.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you pass under this archway, if you feel the air change, it grows cold and heavy in your lungs. Your breath actually starts to become visible in the middle of the day, despite it being the afternoon. Sunlight seems to be weaker here, as though strained through the fog and the clouds that are coming through. As you guys get up to the water, you notice that your reflections on the water are mirrored, but they seem to hesitate for a moment. So as if they're kind of lagging behind you for a moment. George, if you were to look at the water, you would see your reflection staring at you, and then you'd actually see your own reflection look away.
Oh.
You feel the vessel on you start to pulse faintly with the silver light, like it has in the past when you guys first went down into the church. And then it stops pulsing. The atmosphere around you guys quiets. The buzzing of the insects, the birds, the frogs, silence. You just hear drips of water. You're not sure if it's from where you guys had stepped through in the marsh, readjusting the land to how it was and adapting, But every sound that you guys make seems to be swallowed through by the fog, as if it's muffling the world around you. Eventually, you hear a faint singing. It seems to be of a children's voice, soft and melodic. But the words themselves are warped, backwards, impossible to follow.
You hear that, George?
Can they
or am I
hear each other?
You guys can hear each other because you're right next to one another,
Okay.
but it's not super loud. You guys kind of feel like you have to almost yell at one another.
Talk louder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
George, you hear that singing?
And the moment Aaron
What?
said that, the sound dies around, replaced with the pull of the water and the marsh refilling itself from where you guys had stepped through. The singing fades out.
I guess the singing stopped. Where was that?
That was weird.
Where was that singing even coming from? Was that of a child?
Sounded kind of like it, but like I couldn't make out really what it was saying.
Should we try to go where that singing was coming from?
Could we really tell where it was coming from, or
Give me a perception check. Both of y'all.
14?
Will 9 do it?
Although the sound was muffled, it seemed like this singing kind of echoed off of all of your guys' surroundings. So the precise point of it all is too difficult to tell.
I
But
think it's straightforward.
for a brief moment, with your roll, George, you notice that the fog that was in and out on top of the water begins to part, and the sunlight from the clouds comes through, and it reflects back off the water, kind of like a mirror. You notice how this marsh seems like the water is actually made of glass, but it's not. It still is stationary. It's murky, and you notice some sort of an outline, but you're not sure of what it is under the water. With Aaron's perception check, he would notice the fog parting, but he wouldn't notice the sun reflecting and the murkiness changing under the water himself.
Something about this fog is weird.
Something about the water's weird too.
What about the water? This fog is more weirder.
I mean, the weird reflection from the sun in the water, and then there's like it looks like there's like was it like a shape under the water I can kind of see, or like
Yes, there is a shape under the water. It seems to be
looks like there's
the spire of a church clawing up towards the sky before the fog recovers the
Interesting.
marsh.
It looks like there's something under the water as well.
I don't see anything. I see water. Water is water, and nothing else.
Looks something like a church.
Are you feeling all right, George? Because all I see is water. My eyes never
That's
deceive
weird.
me.
Are you guys staying stationary, or are you guys kind of starting to walk around out of curiosity?
I think we're staying stationary, but then like I would start to walk around a little bit.
Okay. George,
Yeah.
would you follow Aaron, or would you guys kind of start to split off yet again?
What's around? Like, is there anything to?
As you guys begin to look around, you notice that the fog seems to have grown thicker, and the tree line that you guys once saw has kind of become engulfed by the fog. You can still see the archway that you guys had briefly passed under, but pretty much past that, it's fog. You can still see if you look in the sky, you can see the orange circle that would be the sun, but it's blotted out by the clouds in the sky itself. So you guys are kind of in a grayish orange tone of fog. And the water itself here in the marsh is still stationary. But you briefly see the water as for mist and fog kind of travels across it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Do you want to look around a little bit?
Yes.
Do you want to go together in case we can't find each other with the fog?
I think that's a good idea. You want to hold hands?
No.
That's fine. I don't know, man. We were struggling last night, so I thought,
Got to keep our balance on this squishy ground here.
What are you trying to say? That I don't have a great balance? I have great balance.
He starts sinking in the.
Yeah, you slowly start to see Aaron kind of like come down more towards your height a little bit. And then
what do you mean? I have great balance.
Great balance.
Oh, George.
When'd you get taller? When'd you get taller?
George.
This is weird.
Aaron, I think you're singing a little bit.
No, I'm not. Oh.
As he looks down, he notices a pale hand of a skeleton kind of jut out from the mud. And it seems like it twitches and reaches towards you before it collapses back to stillness.
Him or me?
The skeletal hand.
Yeah, no, I meant like who's it reaching for?
It's reaching for you, Aaron.
Ah!
But it goes limp after a brief moment.
Hey, George. I hate to be that guy, but can you get me that hell out of here?
You need a hand?
Do you grab the skeleton hand and ask him if he needs a hand?
For plot, yeah.
So Aaron, as you're like asking for him to like reach, you see George reach down, grab the skeleton hand, and like give you like a Viking Viking grab with him, be like, "I'll do my best." And as you grab onto it, it disintegrates in your hand. But you stopped sinking. It's not like quicksand. You stopped sinking, but you're about equal height now with George.
George, I know we're all fun and games, but I'd rather get out of this damn mud before I drown in it.
I'll reach out to grab him.
Okay. We'll say that you kind of pull off your battle axe and like use the base of that to
kind of pull him up.
Yeah, like you'll stick it out like vertical or not vertical, horizontal for him to grab onto, and you'll kind of like start lifting it up, and you can kind of pull Aaron out of it. The ground under Aaron with the marsh kind of sucks back together, and you kind of hear air escaping and water refilling. But Aaron is slowly starting to. He has to kind of keep his legs moving so he doesn't start to sink down more into the marsh. So he's kind of like he's doing like side steps to attempt. He thinks he's padding out the ground, but he's just keeping himself from sinking back in. As you guys search around, can get and you actually before I do that, are you guys heading back towards the arch or just beyond? Where you guys are beyond. You happen to notice a half-sunken stone sticking out of the ground, and it's cracked. The surface is etched with a faded crescent moon carved in its relief. Do you guys go up to the rock out of curiosity?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of looks like the stones that you guys had seen on the way to out of Lanther Hollow that had Thieves' Cant on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't have the Thieves' Cant on it. It just has this faded crescent moon carved into it. It doesn't look like the Starseeker symbol that you guys had seen with the constellation. and it doesn't really. You don't know too much about the Moon Watchers, so it just kind of it looks like this out of place symbol. In the rock itself, it sticks out of the mud about 2-ish feet, and it has that still algae water coating to it. You notice insects and such crawling around and going up and down it.
Gross.
Does anyone touch it?
Well, it kind of does it match like the crescent trinket I have around my neck?
You don't have that anymore because he turned it into the ring for you.
I forgot. That's right. Never mind. I'll
All
touch
good.
it.
All right.
Oh.
So when you touch it, you notice a ripple in the water go fully across. And it distorts the reflection in the marsh itself. Your guys' reflection is kind of hanging over the water, and you notice that it distorts it more. And when you guys look under, you start to see some skeletons that are like slowly rising towards the surface of the marsh itself. Hands reaching up and jaws seem to be gaping. You're not sure if it's an illusion, but you feel like you're surrounded by death in a sense. Can I get you, Aaron, to either give me an investigation check or a religion check, please?
Investigation.
Okay.
Oh, hold on.
George, as he's doing this, you notice him kind of. He doesn't kneel down into the mud because he doesn't want to sink anymore. But you kind of notice him start to he places his hand on this and he starts like rubbing it across. Is that a 22 or a 4? 22?
22!
Nice. You notice in this rock under the crescent moon, half legible inscription. It's written in common. And it says, "Only the eye of the moon may unmask what was drowned."
Hold on. Let me write that down. What did it say?
Only the eye
of the unmasked.
Close. Of the moon.
Oh.
May unmask.
Oh, I got the wrong line.
What was drowned. So only the eye of the moon may unmask what was drowned.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Something about this is weird. Hey, George, come here. I want you to touch this.
Why?
I just have a weird theory I've been brewing in my head. Touch it.
What did it say? Did it say anything?
I just want to test that theory before I say anything. Just touch it.
I feel like I don't want to touch this without knowing what it is.
Don't worry about it. Well, first of all, when I touched it, those hands came out, and those skeletons and stuff like that. You know, the smell of death in the air. That's what happened when I touched it. I want to see what happens.
Doesn't sound good.
It doesn't sound great, but I would like to see what happens when you touch it. If something else happens.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
I'm gonna remove my hand from it and then.
Sure. When you remove your hand from it, you notice the ripple yet again. Rather than it having gone outward in the water, it retracts back to that point of contact. And so, George, as you walk over, are you doing the same motion? Are you keeping your how are you placing your hand on the rock?
I guess I'll just place it like just on.
Okay. So as you place it on, you kind of realize, because yet again, you as well see the marsh water ripple outward and start to bounce around. And from what you saw with the fog parting, and catching the reflection of something underwater that could be a church, you're noticing that the water itself is actually acting as a false mirror, and it's not what it seems. It seems that there is something more at play here. Out of curiosity, do you do anything with the vessel that you have? Because like I stated earlier, it did briefly pulse when you guys had started to go under the archway, but then it stopped. Because I think, if I remember correctly, are you still wearing it on the outside of your armor, or do you have it kind of tucked in under your armor?
I think probably still outside.
Okay. So I'll leave it up to you if you want to do anything with that. You do not have to if you do not want to.
Quite the thinker.
Why? I don't know what I would do with it, I guess.
You can take it off, you can hold it out, stuff like that. Whatever you think you might do. Because since that
Is
time,
it pulsing at all right now?
it's gone back to its normal
just
state of
blank.
just being dull. It still reflects the current moon that you guys had seen the night prior.
Yeah.
But there's no pulse to it itself. It's just dull.
Can I put one hand on it and one hand on the thing that I'm touching?
Sure. Give me either an Arcana check or a Religion check.
If it matters. Let's see.
Aaron, you start to see George.
I'll do Arcana.
Reach for his pendant.
Okay.
And I will ask of you
14.
A 14.
13, sorry.
Oh, 13. Okay. Give me 1 second. Aaron, as you're seeing him do this, you as well notice that these ripples have kind of started to reflect off of the edges for where the fog is, but you're not sure what the pattern is to them.
What the hell?
George, with your 13, you feel the vessel start to pulse in your hand again, and you notice a silver light similar to what you had seen previously with the moonwell and in the church with those constellations. It scatters like a spider web across the water. It has thick outlines that kind of match the reflection in the water, and then thin outlines that scatter through the middle of it, as if it's outlining what could be under this water itself. It's not super strong, but you yourself do see this silver outline.
Okay.
The water itself still rippling and reflecting. Aaron, you do not see the silver outline that George sees, but you yourself still do see the water rippling.
This is weird.
Can you remember, did you see any of the lights in the church that we were at? Aaron?
The church lights? Oh, I believe so.
It looks like there's similar ones on the water there, kind of under the water too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you probably can't see those, but I'm seeing them. Very similar to what we saw in the other church.
Yeah, very, very similar. I don't know. Okay. What do we do?
I don't know. Is there anything else we can do with this thingy?
If you remove your hand off of it, you notice that the rippling stops.
Yeah.
As long as you have your hand on George, the pendant, and on the rock, you're able to see this outline.
Oh,
Aaron, as long as his hand's on it and something with his vessel that he's doing, it's keeping the water rippling, but you're not sure what is causing it and how
Mm,
or what might be under the water.
mhm. This is interesting.
And it seems like everywhere you look, Aaron, the marsh reflects fragments of something else. The water itself kind of splashes at random points,
Yeah.
but you're not sure where or what it could be. As for it's in a random pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so
we can't go under the water, right?
you can always try.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I know I could probably a little bit, but I don't know if Aaron could.
I'm not the greatest of swimmers.
And is it even real water?
George,
Aaron, you can give
I
me
think
an
you.
Arcana check when. Do you say that out loud, George? For is it real water? Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
All right. When he says that, Aaron, please give me an Arcana check.
Oh, shit.
19.
Very
Oh,
nice.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I don't know. My rolls are weird. Well, I rolled an 18.
My rolls are
but
just like mid.
my rolls are acting. I'm not liking I'm getting these high rolls a little early.
Yeah, use them all up, yeah.
You as well, Aaron, start to notice that this water could be acting as a false mirror and an illusion of sorts.
George, I think we might need to go underwater.
I think we should at least test the water, see if it actually is water, and then
I think you being a better swimmer than me should go under.
just to see if it actually is water, or maybe it's not.
I guess so.
It's playing a trick on us, maybe.
I'll give it a minute. And if you don't come back up, then I'll go down.
All right, so you're going up to the water yourself?
Yep, I'll test it out.
Excuse
Dip my toes in, or
Okay.
my webbed toes.
Okay. So, as you go up to the water has stopped rippling as for you've taken your hand off of the rock. The silver outline that you had seen yourself disappears and dissipates. When you lean over the water to kind of find a spot to swim, you look at your reflection in the water, and your reflection doesn't seem to move with you. Instead, it just continues to stare downward. So, whereas you'd expect to look and see your own face, it's as if you're looking at the back of your own head and seeing something
Huh.
and your reflection is seeing something that you cannot fully see.
Interesting.
Um, let's see. Can you give me either an insight or an investigation check, please? And you're kind of noticing George. He's like looking at the water strangely. You're trying to keep yourself from sinking further into the mud, so you're kind of moving around still.
I did investigation and I got 12.
Okay. You notice that the reflections aren't of yourself. They're showing another place and another truth that seems to be buried beneath the marsh itself.
Hmm.
Every once in a while, you'll notice with your reflection it does kind of turn its head and stare at where you are. You're not sure if it's actually staring at you or if it's staring at something behind it. But the water itself is still calm. The only even though you're starting to stand into the water itself, the ripples that you think would be created from your body itself are just dead stopped.
Hmm.
So, do you prepare to reach into the water to swim? Or do
Ye-
you communicate anything to Aaron?
I'll probably just try to swim.
Okay. So, let's see. As you reach down to swim, because obviously you're not diving in, you're kind of just like, you're kind of like dropping yourself down to kind of like break the water surface.
Yeah.
Uh, as your hand hits the surface of the water, the reflection finally reaches back to you to grab your body. And the moment you would make contact with this reflection, the outline that you had seen fully reappears and the water itself starts to ripple and groan. Aaron, you start to hear this and you see this outline appear as well in the water.
What the hell?
You're hearing this loud, low groan, and it doesn't sound like the sucking sound that you guys had heard of the marsh, but it sounds more of like water building and kind of like a flood ensuing. You yourself, George, as this happens, you start to back up. I'm guessing you head briefly back towards Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, Aaron, you start to see George kind of like tuck and run a little bit towards you. You're not.
Uh,
You're both hearing this groan, but you're seeing the water of the marsh really start to ripple and kind of go back and forth with each other. It seems like pockets of water are beginning to slowly fall, as if there's sinkholes happening under you guys.
mm-hmm.
And eventually, this fog starts tearing away from the marsh itself. And before you know it, bones start to rise more to the surface, clattering together before sinking back down into the water. The archway, as you guys retreat, the archway starts to shudder. Not violently to where it's going to break, but it starts to react itself. The marsh, it's convulsing, water heaving back and forth. More and more pockets of air from under are opening, and you're starting to hear more and more water rushing down. The earth around you guys begins to split, the water level itself lowering, and eventually you start to see a spire rise out of the middle of this marsh. A church slowly starts to rise up out of what was this illusion of still water. It's covered and soaked in vines, bluish green algae, silver algae, and as it breaks through the surface, its spire itself reaches up like the skeletal hands towards the sunlight, but you see that it's cracked and broken inwards, similar to the spire on the church where you guys first were in Lanthra Hollow itself. And then out of nowhere, this church has arisen from the swamp mire and it settles slowly. Silence takes the area around you guys. The sucking noise of the water has slowly stopped, the groaning toned down. And then in both of your own
Damn, I think you saw it.
And then
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
in both of your own heads, you hear a voice, a female voice. It whispers to you
Ma'am?
guys, soft but kind of sarcastic in a sense, and you hear, oh god, this first two words, I already know what's gonna happen. You came.
What? What did you do? What did you? We did. We came.
Whoa.
Oh, there's too much. Too much. Someone give me a shovel.
You both. All right, I'm gonna change it. You both arrived just as I knew you would.
In other words, we came.
I can't say this whole thing without these jokes.
Oh Lord.
You came just as I knew you would. Come inside,
what?
little echoes.
I am sorry.
I'm sorry. Excuse
I
me.
think I'll stay out here.
Is it getting hot out here, or is it just me?
I think I'm good.
I don't know. I think she's saying we need to come inside.
This is usually how sirens happen.
Anyway.
Can you repeat those first couple words? I did not get any of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna repeat it. You came just as I knew you would. Come inside, little echoes. Come see what the moon has drowned.
So much cum.
I don't know if I want to see.
I think I'll stay right here. I'll let the mud get me.
Whoa. So at this point, you
Come
guys
inside,
are.
It's fun inside.
Come inside. The water's warm. We have cookies.
Oh, you got me there.
Got me with cookies.
This voice that you hear, it's cold and layered. It seems at the same time a whisper, but also someone screaming. You don't recognize the voice. It's yourself, though.
Who is this bitch?
But yet again,
why is she telling me to come inside?
The quote is, "You came just as I knew you would. Come inside, little echoes. Come see what the moon has drowned."
Okay, we all need to like redo that, but we all have to stay. We all have to like keep a straight face as you say that.
Oh right.
Yeah, Noah, straight face. You came just as I knew you would. Come inside, little echoes. Come see what the moon has drowned. That's the best you're gonna get out of me for that.
That's crazy. That's too much cum. There's so much cum.
And like I said, you don't recognize this voice, nor do you even realize that both of you hear this. But
Mom told me never to trust strangers with cum.
This voice is both whispered and a scream. It pierces your guys' heads for a brief moment.
Ow.
But you both, like I said, neither of you actually realize that you both hear this. Excuse me.
George, when did churches start? When did churches start going underwater?
Or rising out of the water? Yeah. It's a little weird.
A little weird.
Just a little.
So should we?
Something's telling me it wants us to come inside.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What do you want me to do?
No.
Excuse me.
It wants us to go inside.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. You heard that too?
Maybe. Heard what?
Heard that. I thought it was just me. I thought I was a special.
That you're a special
That's
boy.
Special little echo.
Special little cum boy.
No.
No, I didn't think. I think we need to go inside or something. Not for any particular reason, but I mean, church underwater. How
Yeah,
could you not
same
come
similar
inside?
lights to the other church. Something tells me
Something
this
tells
might
me
be
that
a
these are
similar puzzle,
the
maybe.
God.
You love
No.
puzzles. You love puzzles. You love puzzles. Come puzzles.
That's wild.
I love puzzles.
You open the door and it's just full of white. Just kidding.
No.
No, they cover the walls. It's on the
It's like the
frickin'
SpongeBob
ceiling.
episode.
Huh?
Oh no, that didn't age well. Anyways, yeah, George, should we? I guess we step
I guess we
inside.
should. Yeah. Let's
Wait,
go on in.
was the voice in your head also a woman?
It was, yeah.
Okay. I thought I was
Soft
losing my
but
mind.
loud, but also
Did it scream too?
sarcastic.
Did it scream too? Cause my
It's a little loud, yeah. It was a
yeah,
soft but screamy.
the thing in my head started just like that. Damn, you did hear it, huh?
Come.
No, it was more like.
Woo. Okay, I guess we'll go inside.
Yeah, I guess we'll go inside this calm. I mean, we'll go inside.
So as you guys look
Come
at the
inside?
church, you notice above the door frame that would lead into the church, the crow reaffirms at the top of the archway. Its feathers are
Damn,
still
crow.
just as slick as they were before, and it caws once before flying ahead. It seems to fly through a crack in the church and go inside.
Crack.
Okay.
We're spiraling. This is bad.
Just like that top of the church.
That's true. That's true. So, you guys walk up to the church door.
Yep.
Alrighty. Aaron, give me a strength check.
Why not George?
Give me a strength
Much
check,
stronger
Aaron.
than me.
Yeah, give me
More
a,
fun though.
yeah, give me a strength check, Aaron.
Hey, George, can you give me a straight? Can you open the door for me?
No, I want to see you try.
Okay. That's a 17.
Nice. Just for fun, George, give me a strength check as well.
Okay. That's a 15.
Okay. Together, I'll say that it works. As you guys go up to the church door, it's very odd because the exterior of this church is stone and still covered with this algae, like I had stated, and you see water like rippling and just falling off the sides of the whole church itself. Maybe dribbling. The sun occasionally breaks through the clouds, and when you would think it would light up the church and give it more of a warm tone, it seems that the fog surrounding it kind of just drains out the light and the color. But as you go up to the doors, at first they resist you two going in, and then as you both forcefully pull them open, it's a loud groan. A rush of damp, stagnant air hits both of your noses. It smells of rot, swamp water. It's not the most pleasant of smells. You
Your
guys.
mom.
Anyway, it's not the most pleasant of scents that you guys are dealing with. As you guys walk inward, the interior seems to expand. Pews lie shattered and half submerged in muck. Moss hanging in dripping sheets and silver blue fungi clinging to the walls. The air is heavy with mildew, rot, and salt. bro has some nice shoes.
Yeah, me too.
And he's got a foot. Hey, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, Super Bowl.
As you walk in yourself, George, your vessel begins to pulse faintly.
Yeah.
One by one, torches and lanterns start to flicker on. That same pale silver flame, casting a flickering light across the drowned sanctuary itself. But
Pretty drowned.
You guys are now inside of the church.
Or what?
Inside of the church.
Nice. Interesting.
As you guys look back, as you cross through the door, you notice that mud and swamp, what is it? Not swamp vegetation reveals more of a steeple that seems to have cracked and fallen into the dirt itself, as if the top of the steeple that was broken off landed next to it and still continues to point towards the sky, like all the skeletal hands. You see stained glass windows that have shattered upon the church, rising out from the pressure.
Under pressure.
And as you guys pulled open this door, it, rather than pulling smoothly, it cracked down the middle as if it was a mouth that didn't want to open. You hear a caw further down the hall from that one crow.
Ah.
But rather than echoing, it just goes dead silent after you guys hear it.
That's weird. Okay.
Some of the lights in... Oops, sorry, Aaron.
Oh, I was just gonna say, do you think this church also has a secret underground encampment that has
a secret tunnel?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Do you think this
Maybe
also has obsidian guards that are going to try to kill us and nearly kill me?
I guess we'll find out.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Shall we look around if there's anything similar to the other one?
We should.
Sure. Give me an investigation check if you both are going to be looking around. As you guys are doing this, all you hear and hear is dripping water and a faint groan of shifting stone, as if the earth is still trying to settle after this large church had just arose out of the ground. You start to notice that some of the torches flare brighter, then they go into a low flame. Each flame flickering in a different rhythm, like the heartbeat of the church is alive. But there's no clear pattern as to why these torches are flickering. So, you both rolled investigation. Let's go with George first. I can't wait to hear Aaron's, but I want to hear George's first.
Yeah, Aaron, I want to know. I got an 18.
Very nice. Aaron, what did you get?
You got a nat one?
He got the... Is that the first nat one?
Yep.
Aaron doesn't see shit.
Yep.
Damn, it's so dark in here. I got night vision, but it's not doing shit.
He's like still amazed that this church rose out from the ground, and he's wondering where all the water that had been above it ended up going. And so he's just like standing there in awe. And also he's just with the crow this whole time. So he's wondering where the crow actually is.
Where the hell is that crow?
George, you notice as you go around faint murals on the walls of the church, similar to what you guys had seen in the first church in Lanthra Hollow. The murals are faded, but seem to still be visible. You see moon phases circling 7 figures, but all of these figures are either scratched out or actually seem to be torn out from the mural itself beyond recognition. But similar to that mural that you had seen in the church originally that had the figure scratched out, this resembles something similar to those. You also start to notice some skeletons that are half buried in the corners. Some seem to be sitting upright as if they died while praying. Others are slumped over, and their robes are clinging like drowning shrouds. There is a light in here for you because of your pendant, so you are able to see more clearly.
Do you also still have that lantern?
Yes, you do still have the lantern as well if you'd like to use that.
I'm gonna give it to Aaron.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I don't know actually.
It's entirely up
Because
to
he
you.
should be able to see. I'll just turn it on at least.
Okay.
I'll hold it up.
So when you light it up, it has that same flickering pattern to the flame as all the torches do as well. So sometimes you think it's about to die out, and then it flares up with light.
Huh. Okay. You see anything, Aaron?
I don't see that damn crow anywhere.
You and that crow, man. You guys
What
got
about the
beef.
crow? Well, it shouldn't be being weird. Being weird.
There is still some water here inside of this first floor. The floor is uneven from the stone, and you do see water that has pooled in lower sections. Some of the water pools around skeletons, some of it pools under the lanterns, and you see the flames reflect as if they're shattered pieces of glass.
Excuse me.
The ceiling beams in here sag, the water dripping off, hitting the stone. Vines snake around. Some seem to be in the shape of nooses. The further you guys walk in, you eventually see an altar in the back. It is half collapsed, its stone top cracked in two, silver etchings barely visible beneath layers of mud. And as you guys approach it more, you notice a narrow stairwell that descends, half blocked by fallen stone.
That's... George, you seen this?
Yeah. It's like the other church, it seems like, but like,
Something about this is more sinister.
the altar's messed up.
The altar is messed up.
One thing to note is that original church that you guys had gone in was entirely missing the altar itself.
Oh, on the top half.
The first church, yeah, it seemed like the altar had been dragged out itself. Whereas this altar is cracked in two.
Just, yeah.
You start to notice that fog is slowly rolling into the church as well and covering parts of the floor.
Okay. What the hell is up with this damn church? God damn churches, what the... You know, after all this is done, George, I'm not stepping in another church. And if some lady tells me to come inside one more time, I swear to God.
Yeah.
So, I guess... So there's
Is there
a
any
crack...
downstairs like the other one that we can notice?
There is behind the altar, you do notice a narrow stairwell.
Okay.
But it is covered by some broken stones. If you want to go up to it though and give me a strength check to move it out of the way, you're more than welcome to. You guys can continue
Why
to
not?
investigate around. It's up to you guys.
Maybe I'll investigate around first, and I'll come back to that if there's nothing
I'll
else.
investigate. I'll investigate too. You said there's some stuff that looks like nooses.
Yeah, the vines that are wrapping around the ceiling beams.
Okay.
They have vines that kind of look like nooses.
Okay.
It doesn't entirely line up with where some of the skeletons are, but they just have that odd shape.
Okay.
To them.
And the crack.
Don't step on that crack.
Oh no! So the stairs are right behind the altar.
Yes.
Is there anything else of noteworthy in here that could be investigated? Any books, any sort of material that can be looked at?
Give me another investigation check for.
All right, here comes another nat 1. We're not using that dice anymore.
What specifically are you looking for, so I know?
Just any moon crescents or any just books or anything like that.
Okay.
18.
18. Alrighty. Oh, excuse me. A lot of the books that you see in here are pretty well worn, if not soggy, because of all the water. You go to pick one up and it just falls off the spine. All the pages scatter outward.
Soggy.
There is a page that lands upright, and it has a picture on it that looks similar to the vessel that George wears itself. But rather than having 2 black dots and 1 white dot, it has 1 black dot and 2 white dots, seeming to be the opposite of George's vessel that he wears. But as it hits the water, it starts to fade and disintegrate because of all of the wear and tear that the water has done.
Okay, so
you're more than welcome to try to pick it up before it completely.
Yeah, I want to pick it up.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Which dice is not gonna fuck me over? Let's try this one.
George, are you looking for anything else as well, or are you kind of looking around?
Just kind of looking around, I think.
Okay, so nothing specific, just looking.
Yeah.
All right.
If I can find anything that might point us in the right direction.
I'll say that you kind of go up to the murals that you're looking that you notice that are similar to what you had found in the first church to kind of investigate them a bit more. You notice that the figures in these are wearing similar robes to that first apparition that you'd ever seen.
Okay.
So I'm taking by Aaron's reaction. He rolled a nat 20. Very nice. With his sleight of hand, too.
That picture is mine!
So what is the total, then, if you roll a nat 20 with your sleight of hand?
Oh, it's just 20, then. I don't have anything in sleight of hand.
Oh, okay. Let me... sleight of hand. Let me take note of this as far as I'm keeping track. 20. As far as I'm keeping track for you guys.
That's crazy.
I'd like to let you know that across 5 episodes, you guys have rolled 6 nat 20s. And only one nat 1.
Damn.
That's pretty impressive.
Sorry. Damn, we're just goated with the sauce. Am I right? Am I right?
Sure, buddy.
Am I right, fellow brethren?
Yeah!
So, Aaron, as you see this piece of paper fall and it catches your eyes, you notice how it's going to hit this water.
Okay.
Truly, like in a blink of an eye, you grab your short sword to place it just above the water, and the piece of paper softly lands on your short sword. It does not hit the water,
Yeah.
but you now have a piece of paper that has a similar drawing to that which George wears, but it looks to be the opposite. There's no text on it, but just a picture.
Interesting. I'm looking at it. George has something similar to this, but it's different. George,
Yes?
can you come here for a moment?
No.
Okay, never mind. That's fine. I didn't want to. I didn't want to do anything. Fine, I don't care. It's whatever.
Can you come here for a moment?
Fine. I'm gonna go towards George.
Sure. He's standing off to the side. You notice him inspecting this mural, and you start to see how the figures on this are scratched out. Some of them not even recognizable, but there's 7 of them in total.
Their clothing doesn't remind me of anything.
Yep, it reminds you of the guy that you guys saw when George was handed his pendant.
These damn people.
So,
It's these damn people.
and one of the
George.
upon further investigation, since you guys are this up close to the mural, one of the figures stands out to you, similar to the one that you guys had seen in the basement during the vision. The two that were conversing with one another.
Yeah.
You notice that one of these figures oddly and eerily seems to be similar in pose.
Okay. Some dots are starting to connect, George. This looks like that same guy from the church.
Same people, yeah. In the visions.
Hey George, take a look at this picture. Reminds you of anything?
Huh.
That little
It looks
pendant.
like mine.
Yeah.
But
seems
the opposite.
Seems that there's another one of these pendants out here. Let's keep note of this. I'm gonna stash that picture in my pack.
Sure. Sounds good.
George, how long have you had that pendant?
You were there when he got it.
You were with me.
Never mind. I forgot. I totally forgot.
Even I know that answer.
I was like, what?
Oh my god, I was there.
It's been 5 days, I think.
Bro's come on his mind.
Oh, too much cum. Too much cum.
Cum brain.
I got cum brain right now.
Brain.
Scratch what
Cum, no.
Scratch that.
Scratch that.
Scratch that. George. What do you think this George, this pendant is significant to these people. What do they want with you? Why do they want you?
I don't know. Special.
Is it these dreams you're having? Is it these
It could be
visions? Every time have you gotten another vision while we were in here?
Not really.
Okay. Well, either I'm missing something, or is there anything else in this church that we're missing? There's this mural picture.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Is there downstairs, or is there?
We can check behind the altar. There's some rocks we can try to move.
Oh, all right. Let's.
Might be where a stairwell is.
before you guys do that, as Aaron hands you the piece of paper, can I get you both to make a history check for me?
14.
Okay.
8.
8. Aaron, you remember as you hand this off to George, Mayrick had briefly mentioned before you guys left and had seen the pendant that George wears that he had briefly mentioned there being a second part to it, but he was never
did.
sure of where it is. George, you yourself, you kind of put 2 and 2 together that this drawing looks very similar to the one that you wear, but shows the exact opposite.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Do you remember Merrick talking about? He said that there was a second one out in the wilderness. He doesn't know where, but he did mention that. I believe that picture we just saw was that same one he was talking about. Do you?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Maybe.
here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's here. Maybe the
Maybe.
search for this pendant is here.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think we need to get through that rubble. I think
Yeah.
those stones are blocking the way of a second pendant.
If it's anything like the last church, we definitely should try to go downstairs. That's
And
where
I
the
swear to
puzzles
God.
begin.
No. I believe it's gonna be a straightforward path. These stupid moon walkers or whatever they are, the moon watchers, the moon kissers, they seem to love this moon so much they kiss it.
The moon mommies.
The moon mommies, whatever they are.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel like they wouldn't do another puzzle in a church.
No, they wouldn't do that. Let's find
They
out.
better not, or I'm going to, I don't know, bust.
that's wild.
This is a weird
Bust
church
up.
that we're in.
That's nuts.
Bust a
I'm gonna
vein.
repent my sins while I'm here.
So, do you guys start to head towards the altar?
Yeah.
Towards like the rubble area, yeah.
Okay. So as you guys start to walk towards it, the fog begins to curl in more and more, becoming thick, and the lights that are in there begin to bend. And then suddenly you both hear each other's voices, but from different directions.
George.
George, you hear Aaron's voice kind of towards the entrance around the flooded pews, and Aaron, you hear George's voice from the altar in the direction that you two are going.
George, why'd you just call me stupid? You called me a stupid, silly
Why are
devil
you by
man.
the entrance?
Pews start to repeat, and the walls of the church seem to stretch.
Dude,
The
knock it
floor
off.
rippling with water. I need you both to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. 11.
Okay. Aaron, what did you roll?
I rolled a
Oh,
4.
Oof. You guys begin to walk towards where you heard each other's voices. For you, George, you hear what seems to be the giants that you grew up with. You hear footsteps splitting the ground below you as if mouths are opening up, and you're hearing those that you grew up with tell you, "You carry what we could not keep." You're not sure where or how these reflections found you, but you do remember them. Aaron, you yourself, you hear someone say to you, they lift their heads, their faces are gone, mouths stretched wide. A shadow presses a dagger to your chest and whispers, debt paid in blood, yours or hers.
Oh.
You're by these pews, and shadows appear to start praying for you. But there's no real outline to a face, just darkness.
No.
As you both go through again, give me another wisdom saving throw.
Man. $13.
Okay.
Hey, 12.
For you, George,
Oh.
the puddles begin to ripple once more. More and more giants reflect in the water, and their eyes glow a silver as if they're heading towards the church door, and then the image shatters. You take from it that your giants once knew of this vessel, and it was not meant to be protected or meant to be wielded by those of mortal hands, only those that are strong enough to use it. For you, Aaron, you see where did I go? A phantom slowly starts to walk up to you, and it has a similar voice to that of your past.
No.
They tell you that you took innocence and that
No.
this dagger that you have recently found could just end it all. And upon grabbing the dagger, the phantom fades. Give me one more wisdom saving throw.
12.
7.
Oh,
Oh my god.
the floor around both of you slowly becomes water. You guys start to see hundreds of drowned people clawing at your legs, skeletons, familiar faces, some villagers that were there in Lanthra Hollow. Mr. Vol, even Three Taps, they seem to be scratching and screaming at your guys' legs, but with no sound, as
What
if
the
they're
hell?
attempting to drag you under, just like those skeletons that surround here.
Oh god. No.
You both take 4 points of psychic damage.
Son of a bitch.
And eventually, you both snap out of this trance. Aaron is at the altar. George, you're at the entrance of the church. As you both reconcile with one another, you both seem to be shaken. You just both get images of these nightmares or illusions in your head. But
God.
George's vessel that he carries continues to pulse like a heartbeat, bringing you two back together and pulling you into reality.
God. What just happened?
Whoa. That was crazy.
Oh god.
It's like something overcame me.
I can't keep doing this.
Hmm?
No. Ugh. Nothing. Ugh, shit.
Battling some demons?
What?
Battling some
No.
inner demons?
No, it's fine. I just. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Should we try to go down the stairs now? Or,
Yeah.
well, we haven't even opened it yet.
I guess we should try, at least. Ugh,
Oh,
shit.
God, please don't, but I can't.
Give me. So you guys are moving the rocks and the rubble.
Yeah.
Just just both of you give me a strength check.
Okay. Damn, 12.
12. Aaron.
I think I'm gonna move this with a solid 4.
Okay.
So as you guys head up to the rocks, they're of solid size. I mean, they are kind of like they're not bricks. But they're of stone.
Mm-hmm.
It takes you guys, I'll say, roughly half an hour, honestly, to pull these out. George, you're trying to hand these rocks to Aaron, and like you'll hand it off to him, and Aaron keeps snapping into this dreamlike state that he went through with these visions popping into his head. So he'll like drop or like accidentally lose control of the rocks that you're handing to him. And
Okay.
it takes you a little while too, because you yourself keep noticing and thinking back of how you had these visions of giants that you had grown up with that appeared here out of nowhere, and it's been quite some time since you'd seen any of them.
Yeah, right.
But they looked to be like giants you knew, but something seemed off with them.
Mm.
So you guys are still shooken up, and you're not sure if that was a dream or a nightmare that you both experienced. Eventually, though, you do clear the rubble, and you eventually hear the female voice come through again, but this time in more of a laughter. You hear, "Your fears are louder than your faith. I will peel them open one by one." The crow that was still up in the pews watching, or up in the rafters and beams watching you guys, flies over your head down the hall into the
What?
into the darkness. A feather falls off and lands in front of you. "Come then.
Pick up this.
The truth waits beneath the water."
Okay.
Sure it does.
Did you say you were going to do something with the feather?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
As you pick it up, it disintegrates in your hand.
Damn it!
So you guys go down this hallway.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take my short sword out.
Okay.
I'm gonna s-
Who is leading? You can't walk side by side here. It's a narrow way, so one has to be in front and one has to be behind.
I'll be in the front. Unless George, do you want to be in the front?
No, I don't care.
All right, I'll be in the front.
I got the lantern behind you.
All right,
Perfect.
you can look at my butt.
Oh,
Hope he doesn't fart.
Fart sound. Oh,
There it
Oh.
is.
sharp my drawers.
Whoa. So as you guys walk down, the lanterns flicker in and out, just like they did at the first church for you, George. The ones further behind eventually go out, and the ones in front of you guys reappear. This bro's getting flashbanged. Eventually, as you guys seem to descend for what seems like 10 minutes, the church opens up into another level. This room, round and circular, with what does remind you a lot of the first church when you get
No!
with where you guys fought the Obsidian Guardians. But in here, there's a lot more moon symbols and moon phases painted and etched into the room. The crow caws in this room itself, but you're not sure from where, as for it echoes off of the walls.
Mm.
And as you guys step down into this room, it's quiet. The smell of mildew and rot still present, but not as much. Water dripping from the ceiling, occasionally hitting a puddle. It's silent in here. The crow off somewhere. And eventually, you guys stand there. You two can see each other. It's opened up to enough space for you both to be side by side with one another.
This is reminding me too much of that damn first puzzle. All right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep walking forward.
Okay. George, are you following suit or are you staying stationary?
I'll follow.
Okay. As you guys walk forward, you hear a third set of footsteps from the opposite side of the room, more so in front of you guys. It's not super loud, but you're able to pick up on it. And eventually you hear a woman's voice. She appears out from the darkness and says, "I was wondering if I'd ever get to meet you, Aaron."
Excuse me?
And that's where we're going to end it.
No, god damn it! No! You can't do this shit to me! What the
Oh shit! Wait, did I hear that too?
Yes.
Okay. Shit. Okay.
No, what the fuck?
Since you have dark vision, Aaron, I will tell you this. You notice a half-elf woman standing in the dark and a crow atop her shoulder. For you, George, you do not see her, as for the torches have not hit that far.
Yeah, right, or my lantern, yeah.
Yep. As for your lantern, only does roughly 20 feet of light around you.
Yeah.
What the hell? Who is this half-elf woman?
But the first thing she says to you is, "I wonder if we'd ever meet." And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh, wait. Oh, shit.
So.
Oh, God. I wonder if it's what I think it is. No. Oh, God.
So, thank you guys very much for playing and listening to
yeah.
episode 5 of
Thanks for watching
Dungeons and Snoots. This episode title is
God damn it.
The Drowned Past.
Too much past is coming out. Too much past.
So thank you guys very much. I hope you guys enjoyed playing along. And I love leaving it on a cliffhanger.
I get, dude.
Even more hype.
More exciting
to
get back into it. Yeah.
Yep. Oh my god.
Dang, okay.
Thank you very much. Sorry we did not have an episode out last week, but it's nice to give our players and myself, the DM, a week of mental reset.
Yeah.
So that you guys can have a more true experience like this one.
Keep you on your toes.
Do keep you on your toes. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, don't forget to stay snooty. And we'll see you guys on episode 6.
Stay snooty, everyone. Good night, farewell, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Take care.
Deuces.
Bye.
6-7.
6-7. Chill.